Hello, and welcome to another episode of Liza's BLTs. Not bacon, lettuce, and tomato, even though I'm in the kitchen right now. Body Love Talks, where we talk about everything from emotional eating, confidence, self-care, self-love, boundaries, mindset, everything that goes with that. So, who am I? I am Liza Lomax. I'm a transformational mindset and body love coach. So I get to help others heal their emotional blocks with themselves, with their bodies, and with food. So every week I come on and I have a different topic I like to talk about. This week I'm going to talk about resolutions because we just hit the new year, January 1st. We all set these resolutions, but I'm here to tell you that resolutions are crap. I'm going to talk to you about the 3 common reasons so many people fail at New Year's resolutions, and they always end in failure. So if you're struggling to keep your New Year's resolution, you might be settling for the right type of goal for you. Many people make New Year's resolutions, but few people actually see them through. They actually finish them. They actually progress. We often don't make resolutions specific enough. They are worded too negatively, or they're not even relevant to us. So millions and millions of people every year make New Year's resolutions each year, and only a fraction of them manage to keep them. So I'm going to break down the 3 of the biggest reasons why people fail at completing their resolutions every year. So number 1, resolutions. Your resolutions aren't specific enough. So for example, you're going to lose weight, or I want to exercise more, I want to lose weight. It's not very specific. So those are easy ways of setting yourself up for failure, as they lack ways to track your progress, and you are unlikely to stay motivated throughout the year by not being specific enough. So instead, try making a specific goal, like I'm going to run a specific 5K that I've always been wanting to do, or I'm going to take the dance class that I've been circling around doing, or I'm going to lose 10 pounds by a certain date, or I'm going to start meal prepping 2 days out of the week. Okay, those are a little bit more specific. So it's easy to drop out or walk away when you don't set goals or resolutions that are clear enough. When you really detail them and are very specific, it's harder to walk away from them. So have a timeline for your resolution. It's really helpful to have some sort of timeline, some sort of benchmark, like short term, long term, medium term, whatever it is. So that will keep you on track of achieving that specific goal. What do you like? Example, like, what do you need to do each week to accomplish this? What do I need to do for the next month or so to do this? What do I hope to accomplish over the next several months by doing this? Like X, Y, and Z, whatever it is, specific. Be specific, okay? Number 2, you aren't framing them positively. That's another problem people face when making resolutions, is they're framing them with such a negative language. When people decide, for example, to stop wasting money or to stop eating junk food, I'm going to stop eating junk food, I'm going to stop wasting money, it often backfires because they think about the very thing they're trying to avoid all the time. It's almost like me saying, hey, I don't want you to think about a tiger with purple and blue stripes, what it looks like. Well, you kind of have to think about what it's going to look like, and you cannot think about it without thinking about it, right? It's like, so try framing your goal in a more positive language instead. So how much we talk to ourselves impacts our actions on a daily basis, how our behavior and our actions are on a daily basis. So the words we say to ourselves have such a huge impact on so many things. So have a more positive language when it comes to setting a resolution. We often feed ourselves positive self-talk instead of telling ourselves, don't eat junk food, or we should be telling ourselves that the behavior we desire would be more like eat carrots and almond butter, or eat zucchini and hummus for a healthier snack. Number 3, your resolution isn't about you. So another major obstacle people face has a tendency during New Year's resolutions is that they don't actually reflect on what they want. The biggest culprit, dun, 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 diet and exercise trends. What's the latest, greatest diet out there? What's the latest, greatest exercise trend? Whatever it is. But it can be applied to any other number of goals, like career-oriented goals, inspired about, by what you think other people expect of you. Goals need to be made by you, for you, made for that individual person. So all too often, people seem to be influenced by their friends, family, coworkers, environment, the society, everything around us. We're so influenced by everything around us. We don't even know what we want. So sit down and think about what's important for you. What do you want? What's important for that person to set goals for themselves that is unique to them? So all too often in New Year's resolutions, so for me, I don't believe in resolutions. I believe in intentions. I believe in setting intentions. And for resolutions, there's such a negative connotation. There's been a negative connotation for forever, for as long as I can remember, forever, I think. We have that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have the latest, greatest this, the latest, greatest fitness program, the latest, greatest diet program. I'm going to do my affirmations. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months, however long goes down the road. And what happens is our subconscious reminds us, because we've been feeding our subconscious these thoughts, the positive, the negative thoughts, the negative language that we speak to ourselves. We've been feeding it. So our subconscious is just reminding us, no, remember you told us this about you. You told us this. If we didn't have X, Y, and Z progress, or if we didn't see anything happen, that we were just going to give up. So that's what happens is we give up, and then we bully ourselves, and then we beat ourselves up for the rest of the year, calling ourselves a number of things. We're not worthy. We're not good enough. We're ugly. We're fat. We're stupid. We're disgusting. We're never going to get there. We're never going to do this. We're never, we sit there and bully ourselves. And then January 1st comes around and we do the same thing all over again. So we stay in this loop-de-loop, this hamster wheel, this roller coaster going around and around and around, doing the same things, setting those resolutions that are either have negative wording, negative language, aren't specific enough, or not even doing it for us. So we set these resolutions and then they fail. Well, first of all, they're failing because you're not specific enough. You got to be really specific about what you want. And then we bully ourselves and then we do it all over again. So we stay in this constant wheel going around and around and around. That's tiring. Aren't you tired of going around and around with your resolutions? I was. I did it for 25 years. Oh, it was exhausting. So right now is the perfect time for you to reframe those habits, reframe those beliefs, reframe those patterns, to reframe those resolutions so that they do work, so they are beneficial to you, so that you can succeed. Don't want to fail again, do you? So that's all I have for you today. if you're really struggling with these resolutions, if you're really struggling with that mindset and how you feel about your body, your mind, and with food, come seek me out. Let's jump on a call. Let's have a deeper conversation about how I can help you. So again, that's the end of this episode of Liza's BLTs. Tune in next week for another episode.